Okay, y'all, so story time on what happened between myself and Mascot last Monday. So I was in the middle of cleaning a house and I get a phone call about his behavior in front of Boosie. And I told him, I said, and I'll show the text messages, because again, my stories don't fucking change, and I have proof, actual fucking factual evidence to back up everything I say. Well, I had texted him and told him about said phone call and about how the address where my child lays her head had been given out yet again, after he swore up and down on his children and everything that is holy that he never gave out my address. Well, come to find out he did, and it got posted on TikTok yet again. Now, he already knew that it would be an issue if I found out that he had given said person my address and why it was an issue. So for 2 hours, I'm telling him, you're going to lose when it comes to my children every time. And he's not grasping the concept that he can no longer be in my household and my child be there as well because of his actions in front of my child. Now, when he first started putting hands on me, and again, I have proof, it's not the other way around, I've never touched him. It was in the middle of the night, usually. Around 2 or 3 a.m., I would wake up and I would have his hand pushing down on my face to where I could not lift my head up off the pillow. That happened 3, 4, 5 times, just with that. And I asked him, how do you think that I feel knowing that when I sleep, I may not even be safe? Because I don't know what's going to happen when I'm dead to the world asleep. Because he cannot control himself. Well, 2 weeks ago, he did it with Boosie in the house at 3 a.m. Boosie runs in. This has been going on for 20 minutes probably before she even wakes up. And Boosie comes in and is screaming, "Get off my mama. Get off my mama." And he stops. And he leaves the house. And at that time, by the time he got out of my house, it was 4 a.m. He comes back the next morning while I'm going to take Boosie to school. Neither one of us, Boosie nor myself, slept the rest of the night. While I take her to school, I come back home, and unbeknownst to me, he is hiding in my attic. I had a whole 2-hour conversation with my neighbor during this time. I never knew he was still in the house. I thought that he had left. So I'm sitting here making excuses for this man as to why he's walking up and down the driveway at 4:15, 4:20 in the morning, letting her know that, you know, his brother's sick, so forth and so on, and how his sister is sick as well. Now again, this was just the most recent event. Now, this all started back in July of last year when I moved out of my house due to this vile-ass app and some women on it into a place where he too was on release. Our second day there, he starts acting this way. And it was almost like it was because he knew that I could not put him out because he was on the lease too. And I hope that that's not the case, but like I said, that's almost what it seemed like. Because when we were in my house, where everything was in my name, he never ever once acted like this. So day 2, day 3, I had literally just got all of the boxes unpacked that had been in our living room. starts punching holes in the wall. 3 separate occasions, I had holes punched in the wall next to my face. 3 separate occasions. I had a baseball bat. He came at me with a metal baseball bat, okay? I had that on audio recording. And he would get mad that I would record him because he did not understand that I was literally in fear of him. And not one time during the 3 previous 911 calls where I was literally bleeding now, one of the cops, the 3rd 911 call, the 4th one was last Monday. The 3rd 911 call I made, the lady cop literally pointed out that I was bleeding. And they didn't even so much as circle the fucking block and look for him. And I told them exactly what direction they went. Or he went. They didn't even so much as circle the fucking block. They didn't give me a report number. They didn't do anything. Now, it was either the 1st or 2nd 911 call is where he tore up my room. He shattered my mirror. He snatched my drawers out of my dressers. He threw my stuff outside. Threatened to unalive me. All kinds of stuff. He was there when the police came. But do you think they did anything? No. Nope. Told me there was nothing they could do. They could not make him leave because he was on the lease. Again, not one time did these officers tell me that I could go and file an eviction against him myself. Not one time. At that point, he should have been arrested for criminal damage to property, as well as terroristic threats and acts. He was also in a state of psychosis that time he tore up my house. Do you think they took him in an ambulance? No. Nope. Nope. They didn't. Again, not one time. And then last Monday, like I said, I wasn't even home when all of this started. Whenever he attacked me, I had not even been in my home for 3 minutes. And I was literally, I walked in my back door, came around the kitchen, and he didn't know that I was on the phone with someone. He had no idea. No idea. And I came from my back door and went straight to the bathroom to go pee. Well, the next thing I know, I'm on the toilet peeing, and he's coming in the bathroom at me and sideswipes me off the toilet onto the ground. And I'm sorry, you guys, this is going to be a multi-part, so part 2 is coming next.
I'm going to smash one thing in this fucking room.
You break one more thing and you're going to jail. You're going to jail.
Call him.
I will.
Call him,
I will.
with me, bitch.
That's
anyway, fine. Let's go.
That's it.
Go ahead. I'll bust that fucking phone. Hey, I'll bust that fucking phone.
So you're going to hold it back to me?
I'm going to hold it back to everything in this fucking house. Are you ready to tell me some fucking truth? If this is what I got to do to go home and...
Hey, y'all.